Hello and welcome to the High Altitude Investing live stream. Today is the 20th of September, and we are going to be talking about some awesome stuff. And tomorrow I'm going up on the mountain, so I won't be able to do the live stream. So I figured today will be the day to do it, baby. Even though it's a Friday and normally we do it Saturday, we're going to go ahead and do the live stream today. And really, talk about crypto, man. Talk about this wonderful world of crypto that we're all, learning about, trading and getting better at making money in these markets. So let's go ahead and get started. So, yeah, let's talk about Bitcoin first. Old BTC, the oldest crypto on the entire planet. And let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Bitcoin. So, a lot of people were pretty bearish down here on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has seen a very, very nice recovery all the way back up to 63,000 per coin. And that's really no surprise. People get bearish at all the wrong places and bullish at all the wrong places because a lot of people trade based on human emotion. They're following other traders and investors that have no idea what they're doing, people that just literally don't have any knowledge of technical analysis, and they're buying tops and selling bottoms, and they're always following these people expecting to get good results when these people have no idea what they're doing. And that's most people when they trade crypto, they just follow the masses and the crowds, and they get caught up in the hype and in the FUD, and they buy tops and sell bottoms. So yeah, a lot of people were bearish down here, but as you guys know, as my VIP members know, I even posted trade signals to buy down here because I knew exactly what was coming. We're as a community, we're watching this stuff like a hawk, like with an eagle eye, and we're keeping our eyes focused on the truth, and we make money when other people are losing money. That's what we do. We buy bottoms, we sell tops. We were bearish up here. I don't really know anybody that was bearish up there except for us in our community. As a VIP community and even as a YouTube community, we were all looking at selling here. Not everybody listened to my analysis, but a lot of people did. A lot of people took profits and started buying the dip. Then it bounced up again and it went for one more low, but we made sure to buy more down here before it started to recover. So, we've been playing this market like really good lately, and it's super, super fun to do that. So, yeah, enough said about what we've been doing. Let's talk about Bitcoin in itself. So, Bitcoin is obviously super bullish. I don't care what anybody says about Bitcoin. If somebody's telling you that Bitcoin is a sell right now, man, they have no idea what they're doing. They don't know anything about crypto. And if they do know something about crypto, they're definitely screwing up at this point in time because Bitcoin is super, super bullish. And yeah, of course, it's a market. To say that you have 100% certainty is like apparently wrong to do. But let's be honest, you guys, there's points inside of the market cycle where things are completely evident, and that cycle is so powerful and the tools of technical analysis are so powerful that to go against that would just be stupid. That's one of those times right now where things are very evident in the market that we're going to go higher, that we've got a lot more upside left in crypto. And, I'm just going to be honest. All the people that are bearish right now have no idea what they're doing. They need to get their head on straight, wake up, and just see the market for what it is and get ready for a huge pump in crypto. We just barely got started. We bounced off of this low with a little bit of strength here, but you guys haven't seen nothing yet. You don't even know what's coming. Most people have no idea just how bullish this really is. So, over here at High Altitude Investing, we're focused on the truth. We don't care about the crowds. We don't care about the masses. We don't care about all the BS, all the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Those are words we don't even like to use here at High Altitude Investing. We're really just focused on the truth, the TRUTH, not the FUD. And the truth is, by the way, that Bitcoin is super stupid bullish. This thing is going to just blow people away. It's going to knock people's socks off, all right? It's worth 62,000 right now. Just wait till this thing breaks out of a bull flag. Do you realize the minimum target for the bull flag here? You can actually measure this stuff. A lot of people don't know this. This is basic stuff. You have no idea how many people have almost 0% trading knowledge, and they go around acting like they're like experts in crypto. Look at this. You can actually measure targets of trading patterns. If you have a triangle pattern, for example, you can measure the amplitude of that triangle, in other words, the bottom to the top, and place that line at the point in which the triangle breaks out, either bullish or bearish, and you get a minimum target for that pattern. A lot of people don't know this, but this is basic stuff for trading patterns. See, if you have a triangle and you break out right here, then you get a minimum target of the amplitude of the triangle. In other words, the highest point to the lowest point. You just measure a line and you place it at the point of breakout, and that gives you a minimum target for the triangle. So here with Bitcoin, the minimum target of this bull flag is way, way, way higher than people realize. You measure from the bottom of the flagpole to the top of the flagpole, and you place that line at the point of breakout. The minimum target for this bull flag, once it's confirmed, is actually $126,000 per Bitcoin. That's the minimum target. And by the way, that's not where I think this bull market's going to stop, but that's the minimum target of this specific trading pattern, is $126,000 per Bitcoin. All right, now it has to break above the resistance of the flagpole to confirm this pattern. So watch for that. But few people realize just how bullish the Bitcoin markets are. So wake up, people. Stop being noobs. Start looking at the market for what it is and start realizing that the upside coming in crypto is going to be completely nuts. It's going to be insane. All right? Look at the cup and handle right here on Bitcoin. We have a big cup and handle pattern. We have our left side of the pattern here, the right side right here. So there's our cup. Then we have our handle right here. Now the cup and handle pattern, the way you measure the target for this pattern is you measure from the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup, and you place that line on the point of breakout, just like that. The minimum target for the cup and handle pattern is 120,000. So what else do I have to say, people? All right? Bitcoin is going to go nuts. People don't realize it. We're just getting started here in the big picture with crypto. Do you guys even realize that all of this entire correction in 2021 was big money, big institutions, whales, people that are stupid rich in this world? They were buying right here. Why do you think all the venture capital money? Why do you think all the big angel investors? Why do you think all the big institutions started building infrastructure around crypto and started really developing the industry that needs to be here in order for mass adoption to happen. You can see it in the volume. That's what happened in 2021 and 2022 and 2023 during this entire period right here. Big institutions were accumulating crypto, especially at dirt cheap prices after the whole FTX situation. They loved that happened. They didn't care that the prices of crypto dropped like 95% on some altcoins and 80% plus on Ethereum. They didn't care. They bought it up dirt cheap. I mean, look at this volume spike right here on Bitcoin alone. All right, we're headed into mass adoption. Big institutions know this. You can see it in the chart. You can see it if you have half a brain and half of your eyes on. If you can even like see anything at all, you can see this. And if you can't see it, then you can have Siri read it to you and on your iPhone, and Siri will tell you, hey, all these big institutions, if you've been reading any good crypto sources of information, you already know that crypto is going to moon. You don't even have to have actual physical eyes to know. All you have to have is a knowledge of the truth, and that's pretty easy to gain. You just have to be studying from the right sources. And a lot of people aren't doing that. Unfortunately, a lot of people look in all the wrong places. You know? But whatever. I'm done ranting about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to take off. It's going to blow people away. It's going to knock their socks off. Like literally knock their socks off. And only people that are skeptical and are fearful are going to miss out. Period. Okay. So that's my view on Bitcoin. Get ready for a big breakout. We have a V-bottom recovery on the 2-hour as well. You can see we had a nice V-shaped recovery here. We also have a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. So there's an inverse head and shoulders pattern. And we had a big V-shaped recovery as well. You can see our V-shape right here. That's a standard trading pattern. V-shaped recovery, inverse head and shoulders. Now, in the very super duper short term, like we're talking like, over the next few days or maybe week, of course we could come back down to the support level one more time, between 60,000 and 61,000. That wouldn't surprise me at all. To see that happen, we don't have to. With how much momentum we have, this thing could pick up right where it's at and go higher. It doesn't have to, but if it does, don't be scared. That would be normal and healthy for the market to pull back to this major support level before pushing higher. So yeah, this is also a big double bottom pattern on Bitcoin. We have our left bottom right here and our right side of the bottom right here. So that's a huge double bottom pattern for Bitcoin. Again, you guys, people don't realize what's coming. They're way, way, way too bearish. People have no idea how bullish the market is. They're scared. They got chopped up in the bear market during the last big correction, and they're fearful. They're thinking in terms of when's the next bear market coming, instead of thinking in terms of mass adoption. And that's exactly what all the big institutions want everybody to do. They want everybody to be thinking in terms of, oh, the next bear market's any day now, soon, it's going to come. But I'm here to tell you guys that we have a lot more left on Bitcoin. We have a lot more left on the whole crypto space, from altcoins all the way to meme coins. We've got more coming, all right? So just stop it. You guys got to be smarter than you're being. If you want to be in the select few people that actually make money in these markets, you got to be smarter than you're being right now. You can't just let every wind of and every tide of opinion shape your view of the market, and you definitely can't let fear control you, because scared money doesn't make money. So look at gold here on the right. I know I've said I was done talking about Bitcoin, but we'll move on to other coins soon, I promise. What's up, everybody? John, good to see you, man. B Cashy, good to see you, my brother. Operation Shutdown. Love to see you here, my friend. Abe, thanks for being here. I appreciate you tuning in today. So yeah, look at this, you guys. We have gold over here on the right. This is an example of a big cup and handle pattern. That's what this is. This is a huge cup and handle pattern on gold. Now tell me that that's not exactly what we see here on Bitcoin. You guys, again, you would literally have to be blind not to be able to see this. And even if you were, you could have a friend tell you, there's a cup and handle pattern on Bitcoin. Like, seriously, it's not that hard. Stop overcomplicating your trading strategy. Focus on playing the trend. And by the way, the trend is your friend. And the trend is up. If you focus on simplifying your trading pattern and seeing the market for what it is, and not letting all this fear and FUD control you, then you're going to make money in these markets. Have faith. Trust that you can figure this out. Trust that you guys can actually make money in the market. Don't panic sell bottoms. Buy the dip. The simplest trading strategy on the entire planet is buy blood in the streets. When people are scared, when they're fearful, when everybody's expecting another low, that's when you buy. It's so simple. And that's exactly what we did down here in the Discord, in the VIP area. You know, in the VIP group, I posted a trading signal that Bitcoin should bottom at the 786 level. We got stopped out. We bought a little bit early. We got stopped out. We bought right back in, set another stop loss, and at the 786 level down here. And I'll show you what I mean. Because if you go to the daily time frame and you look at this double bottom pattern right here, and you measure from swing low to swing high, that 786 level is exactly where we bottomed, perfectly. And most of the time, markets are going to bottom between the 618 and the 786, from swing low to swing high. Unless you're way zoomed out on the bigger time frame, then it's most likely that you go down, clear down to the 786. But on normal time frames like the daily, if you find a swing like this where it goes up and starts to come back down, start watching for that 618 level. That's called the golden ratio. That's self-consistent throughout all nature. This is something that's super, super powerful to understand. The golden ratio is a mathematical sequence based on the Fibonacci numbers, and that golden ratio is found everywhere in nature, from seashells to sunflowers to galaxies to weather patterns. You can find this golden ratio. Even great artists like Leonardo da Vinci knew about this. All of his artistic pieces, he painted them based on the golden ratio. And the more that you learn about how everything in nature has geometry and mathematical relationships, the more you're going to learn about how to play cryptocurrency and crypto and make money on Bitcoin. Because these mathematical relationships, whether you're studying Greek architecture or Leonardo da Vinci or nature itself, you're going to find these mathematical relationships all around you, everywhere. And guess what? It appears in crypto as well. Markets bottom often at the 618 level, or at least one of those Fibonacci numbers that I have here on the chart. So the more you learn about this stuff, and it's not that hard. Like, it's really, I mean, when you hear Fibonacci numbers, golden ratio, it can sound like you're in math class, but really just think of it like this. Everything in life has math. Galileo said that mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe. So if you can study a little bit about the Fibonacci numbers and learn a little bit about that 618 level, the Fibonacci level 618 right here, you can learn a heck of a lot about the golden ratio, which, by the way, is one of the most powerful things you can ever learn about trading. And all you got to learn how to do is measure from swing low to swing high and look for that golden ratio. If you guys want to learn this stuff, apply for my mastermind, link in the description box below. I'd love to have you on the team and have you guys do coaching with me. It's a coaching program so that we can all learn how to do this stuff better together. I've been teaching this stuff for a long time, and I really love to help bring new students into the program and watch them go from having almost no knowledge and living in a state of ignorance into a state of knowledge, to where they actually understand what's happening in the markets and they can see it for what it is. So yeah, Bitcoin bottomed at the 786 level according to our trading plan perfectly, and now I think we're going to keep pushing higher here over the next couple weeks on Bitcoin. Again, one more time on the short term, we could pull back a little bit to major support at like 60K, but I definitely wouldn't be scared of that at all. So don't be surprised if we pull back to, guess what, the golden ratio at the 618, which is 60,000 per Bitcoin. We don't have to. We could keep going up, but it wouldn't surprise me in the very short term if we did pull back to 60K one more time before we break out again on the bigger time frames. So yeah, that's my view on Bitcoin. Let's stop talking about Bitcoin. Let's talk a little bit about, okay, Oracle. Somebody requested me to do TA on this in my last live stream or a few days before my last live stream, and I totally spaced it. So I'd like to do a little TA on Oracle for you guys today and talk a little bit about what's happening with this stock. This is not a crypto, but it's a stock. So this is a great example of a market cycle. You can see right here, we have this little market cycle down here, and price started to rally out from that point. And you can see we're starting to accelerate. So we're going into what's called a blow off top, or the euphoria phase of the market cycle. This is where everybody starts to pile in and where the price really starts to go vertical here. And it'll go vertical for quite some time, and then it will top out. And nobody knows exactly how high. There's ways you can measure different extensions. So you can sell as it's pumping with multiple different orders. And then you're basically scaled out into the top. But nobody knows exactly what price it's going to stop at. You can estimate, you can use different things to get a pretty good idea, but nobody knows for sure exactly where. But this is called the euphoria phase, or the blow off top. This is where markets really start to accelerate and they go really high, and then they top out and go like that of every market cycle ever. So what we can see here is I expect something like this for Oracle. I do think we will go parabolic here in the near future. We've already started to a little bit, you can see. And of course, there's little corrections as you're going parabolic. Volatility can increase, so you can have something that looks like this, right, as it's going parabolic. But at some point, it's going to top out and really start for a bear market. But either way, you get this huge parabolic run before it does. And, you know, if you want to learn a little bit about this, a great example of a parabolic chart or a parabolic looking chart would be Apple Computers, where Apple Computers is really a perfect example of a chart that started to really accelerate and go parabolic. And you can see here, it's probably even got some left in its cycle too. But you can see it's really started to go parabolic here. Parabolic is just a fancy word for price is accelerating faster and faster and faster. So yeah, Apple will probably even go higher here as well. The whole stock market is just stupid bullish right now. It's not going to last forever, but one of the reasons there's so much bullishness in crypto is because of the greater economic cycle happening in the world. You know, we've had a huge bull market in a lot of stocks since after the internet bubble popped. We went into a huge mass adoption phase for the internet, and that caused all of these stocks to go nuts. So, you know, we're really in that parabolic blow off top phase on a lot of stocks where they're going to shoot up really quickly for who knows exactly how many years, and then they're going to top out, you know? So that's my view on Oracle. I know not everybody probably wants to learn about that, but that was requested by another viewer. Looking for the fifth wave. Justin, that is a great observation that you've made on the fifth wave. One more thing here, or I'll just show you guys later, actually, when we talk about Solana. But let's talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, it depends on what area you're counting. Like actually the best thing to do is to, instead of counting Bitcoin, is to go to the total market cap. Because Bitcoin's supply is affected by mining. And so the support and resistance isn't respected quite as clearly as the total crypto market cap. So here on the total crypto market cap, you can see here that we have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and now we're getting ready for a fifth wave in the total crypto market cap. And by the way, if you guys don't know, something that's really powerful to understand is the extended fifth wave. This happens on cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency trades like a commodities market. In other words, crypto trades like gold or silver or oil. And gold, silver, and oil almost always have, well, they do in the bigger time frame, they always have extended fifth waves. And crypto trades exactly the same way. There's extended fifth waves in crypto in the bigger time frame, and what we're watching for here is a big extended fifth wave for the total crypto market cap on the big time frame, which can take us to astronomical levels for total market cap in crypto. So that's what I'm watching for with a fifth wave, Justin. And by the way, a lot of people also don't understand anything about Elliott wave theory. So you have to be careful because a lot of people are like, oh, we're already in the fifth wave, or oh, we already topped out and we're headed for a big ABC correction. And they don't use Elliott wave theory as something to bring out the rest of their analysis, because Elliott wave theory in and of itself is not very useful. But if you use it in association with market cycles, with volume, with trading patterns, with all these other things, Elliott wave becomes super powerful. But in and of itself, a lot of times it's just conjecture. So it's not very useful. It's too relative when it's used on its own. Now, if you use Fibonacci relationships, that can increase the power of Elliott wave theory. Like, for example, you can measure, from the bottom of wave 0 to the top of wave 2 and back down. Wave 3 often stops between the 1618 or the 2618. In this case, it extended to the 3618, but that is an example of using Fibonacci to measure your Elliott waves so that you can actually confirm that that's the right wave count. So if you use your Fibonacci with your Elliott waves, then you can increase the usefulness of your Elliott wave theory. And by the way, Elliott waves is powerful. It's just not powerful if you use it alone. All right. Nitesh, not sure if it's Nitish or Nitesh, but thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that, man. All right, cool. So yeah, big things are coming in the crypto total market cap. Extended fifth wave. This is what I'm personally seeing. A lot of people don't realize it, but this is true. The thing is a lot of the best stuff is somehow kept secret because a lot of people just don't want to take the truth for what it is. Like most people take the blue pill. If you guys ever watched The Matrix before, then you know what I'm talking about. Most people take the blue pill. So even though all of the best information isn't really kept secret, like because of some grand conspiracy, it's more just kept secret because most people would rather buy into the illusions or buy into the lies than buy into the truth. That's just, most people would rather do that. You know, why do people eat like so much, and why do people eat unhealthy food all the time? Because they'd rather they would rather eat unhealthy food than eat healthy food because, you know, it's easier to buy into the lie that it's just going to be good for them, or that it's easier to buy into the lie that unhealthy food is basically, you know, it's how do I want to word this? Most people would rather buy into the lie of eating unhealthy food because it's easy, you know, because it's easier to do that than to go eat healthy food. But if you start eating healthier food, you're going to find that that's easier than eating unhealthy food. You feel better, your mental energy is more effective, you have more energy all the time, your body's in a better state. It's easier to eat healthy food once you build the habit than it is to eat unhealthy food. But most people would rather go eat unhealthy food because they took the blue pill, you know? And here with crypto information, a lot of this stuff is secret, not because of some global conspiracy to keep the truth away from the public, but literally just because most people would rather buy into the lie than buy into the truth. They'd rather say, oh, you know, crypto's down, it's time to sell because it feels right to them, rather than buying the dip because it's a little bit harder to do. But once you do it, it's actually easier to buy the dip because then you end up in a whole bunch of profit later. See what I'm saying? Maybe it's not the simplest example on the entire planet, but you guys get the point. Take the red pill. Don't buy into the illusions of life. Most people do. Most people buy into the illusion. Don't do that. You know, take the red pill. Okay? Pretty simple. All right. Can you look at ICX? Yes, I can. Absolutely. All right. This is a great example of what I was talking about. Most people, because they took the blue pill, would tell you to sell this coin down here. But what is the number one rule about investing? Buy low, sell high. But everybody forgets that once the price drops. It's like on Bitcoin. When Bitcoin, you know, we were okay, maybe not one of the only, but we were one of the few channels on the entire internet that was bullish on Bitcoin when it was pulling back. When it tested 50K, we were like one of the only channels that was saying buy the dip. Everybody wants to pretend like they can buy low and sell high, but then when price pulls back, they take the blue pill and they freaking sell. And it's like, come on, you guys. Stop it. Buy the dip. It's so easy. Everybody else is scared. Everybody's bearish. Everybody's posting bearish charts. They're making YouTube videos. Sell all your crypto now. That's when you buy. Okay? Like, stop it, people. If you guys want to make money, you got to get over that tendency. It's a stupidity tendency that you've developed by following the crowds, and you've probably been taught this your whole life to follow the crowds. Break away from that. If you follow the herd, you'll get led to the slaughterhouse. You got to wake up and see it for what it is. Look at this. Most people would sell their icon down here. Do you realize how dumb that is? This is on major all-time support. This thing has dropped Like, it's so undervalued. This is a perfect entry down here. This is literally a perfect entry down here to buy Icon. It's in the lowest phase of the market cycle. If you type in market cycle on Google Images, and then you take a look at this chart, and you look at the very bottom of this, it shows that maximum contracted phase of the cycle is the point of maximum financial opportunity. Oh, there we go. So when the market has dropped significantly down, that's the point of maximum financial opportunity. And if you copy this over and paste it onto the chart here, onto the trading view chart, take a look at that. We are in the point of maximum financial opportunity for Icon. Look at all this volume. Look, there's way more volume down here than there was up here at the top. Big players are picking this thing up like crazy because they know it's at that maximum point of financial opportunity. Look at this volume spike. Those two volume spikes were massive. They're picking it up dirt cheap. All the retail is selling. All the noobs are selling because of fear, because they're following the crowds. And the big players are like, oh my goodness, Icon is worth 13 cents. That's all they see. All they see, it's on major support. It's worth 13 cents. And it's at the point of maximum financial opportunity on the market cycle chart. That's all professionals see. They don't see all the fear, the FUD, all the opinions on the internet. They don't see all the YouTube channels that are posting, sell all your crypto now. They don't listen to that crap. They focus on the chart because they know it's going to make them rich. And most of them are already rich. And they're just getting richer because of everybody else's stupidity. So yeah, I'm definitely bullish on Icon down here. This thing is going to turn around. It's going to go into the disbelief phase of the market cycle where it starts to break out and starts to turn around. You know, this is like the best point in the cycle that you could buy. Now let's talk about Solana because I want to destroy some illusions here for you guys so you can see some truth in today's live stream. Man, I wish more people would just take the red pill. I really do. I should have named this live stream Take the Red Pill. All right, so we were just talking about Oracle at the beginning of this stream. Oracle, the stock. Oracle. Oracle Corporation. Now, what I want to show you guys here is market cycle analysis. Remember how I told you most people sell at the wrong time? And most people buy at the wrong time because they take the blue pill? Well, check this out. This was the internet bubble, okay, over here on Oracle. This was the internet bubble right here. Most people sold their internet stocks in 2003. Why? Because of the media, because of people thought the internet was a fad. They didn't see long-term value in it. A whole list of different ridiculous reasons they sold their internet stocks in 2003. And because of human emotion. When you see your prices dropped by 90%, your portfolio goes from like $1 million down to like $20,000 or something. Most people panic sell. They can't handle it. So they sell because they want to conserve whatever they have left. Right? That's just human psychology. But if you take a look at, Solana over here on the left and Oracle over here on the right, you know, most people don't realize this, but this whole internet bubble thing that happened in the early 2000s is exactly what happened to crypto recently. This right here, this market cycle on Solana coincides perfectly with this market cycle here on Oracle. You can see the recovery phase on Oracle started to take place, and prices just kept going up and up and up. And they're parabolic now. That's what's coming for crypto. People don't realize this. They're trying to sell right here. They're trying to sell right here because they think that they're smart enough to call the next top of the whole cycle. You're not, okay? Like, you're just not smart enough to do that. I'm serious. This is what's coming for crypto. We're headed into mass adoption, and we're going to go up a lot higher than people think. As demand increases, as this technology becomes mass adopted, just like what happened to all these internet stocks after the internet bubble popped. This was the internet bubble pop right here. This was the recovery that came afterwards. All right? This is the psychology you guys need to look at the market with. Stop trying to call the top. Understand that what's coming in crypto is going to be completely nuts. Big things are coming. We're going to head up to levels that people never dreamed of. The uptrend just got started. A lot of stuff is just exactly like buying stocks when they were undervalued right after the internet bubble crash. So yeah, keep your head on straight, people. Take a look at Solana, please. Oh, hey, look, I'm already looking at Solana. Nice, Justin. I'm glad you requested that. Solana is going to do crazy. I really think it's going to do super good this cycle. So I'm big on Solana. A lot of Solana meme coins, like Wrapped Dog. People are like, oh, Dallin, why would you buy something with no substance behind it? All right, if substance mattered, then tell me why every cycle meme coins pump like crazy. Okay? If this was a matter of how much substance there was to stuff, meme coins wouldn't ever pump at all. This is a matter of human emotion. That's why stuff pumps, because of human emotion. It has nothing to do, I mean, fundamentals obviously drive the market as a whole. For example, like, let's see here. Excuse me. For example, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is driven by fundamentals. Like, in the big picture, the reason that Bitcoin goes up so high is because it's useful technology. The reason that the internet is so adopted is because it's useful technology. So fundamentals drive the market as a whole, but they don't drive individual stocks or coins. Individual stocks and coins trade based on human emotion. So when there's a bull market taking place in crypto as a whole, if something like Wrapped Dog or Dogecoin or Dog with Hat goes up crazy, that's because of human emotion, not because of fundamentals. You have to understand that if you want to make money in these markets, because a lot of the best setups have nothing to do with whether they're good technology or not. And most people don't want to hear that. Most people want to hear, oh, if I buy the one that's the best technology, I'm going to make the most money. In the last cycle, most people that got rich bought Dogecoin. And yeah, maybe Dogecoin has faster transaction fees than Bitcoin, or faster transaction times than Bitcoin, and lower fees and stuff like that. But it's not like it's fundamentally some magical technology. It's Dogecoin. It was created as a joke. People, human emotion drives markets. Even the entire industry is still driven by human emotion, even though fundamentals are the reason that the adoption is taking place. Human emotion is the reason the price gets so ridiculously high and sells off so ridiculously hard. That's human emotion that does that. And the more that you understand that, the better of a trader you're going to be. Period. As you can see here with Wrapped Dog, we broke bullish out of this triangle. We came back down to retest it. A lot of people don't realize we also just broke bullish out of this resistance level right here. We just broke that horizontal resistance level. So get ready for some really big things coming in Wrapped Dog, you guys. This is exactly what we saw on FWOG, FWOG, before we bought FWOG coin in the VIP area, which, by the way, we bought FWOG right here in the VIP area. And then it went up like, I don't know how much. Let's see here. It went up like, yeah, like 600% to our first area that we started to take a little profit, but it's up like 750% already from that point. Why? Because of a triangle pattern, because of human emotion. This coin is not the next fundamentally amazing technology. It's not. It's because of human emotion that we did this. So, you know, for me, like my purpose in trading and investing in crypto is to earn profit. Profit. Money. That's why I do this. All right? I believe in crypto as a technology, but when I learn about these charts, when I make these videos, when I post something in my VIP area in the Discord, I do it because of profit. That's why I do this. So that's why I really don't care so much about fundamentals as people think I should. Because if I see a trading setup that is going to go nuts, like it's set up to go crazy, then I'm going to buy it. And it doesn't matter if it's the next Amazon or not, if it's the next whatever. If the trading setup is going to give me 600% gains and my VIP group 600% gains or whatever amount they were targeting, I'm going to buy it. That's why I do this, is to earn profit. Now, do I believe in technology and crypto? Yeah, of course I do. Crypto's cool. It's awesome. So, yeah, of course I do. I've seen quite a few cycles myself, and I'm bullish too. Yeah, Justin, I'm glad. I'm sure you've watched crypto for long enough to see what's going on with crypto, to know that, hey, when people don't realize that the bull market's coming, the bull market's going to go nuts. And I'm sure you've seen the bear markets and people sell bottoms. If you've seen a couple cycles before, then you know what's coming. You've probably got your head on straight. So keep it up, man. Liquidity rush is on the way. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've already started to get a lot of liquidity. You can see the volume. I mean, if you go back to the total crypto market cap, okay, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because screw it. All right, I'm going to show you guys something that a lot of people don't know. And probably, I'm probably going to lose some subscribers, but who cares? I'm going to be richly rewarded for it anyways. So who cares? Because I'm sharing truth. And anytime you share truth, good things happen. Okay, you guys want to know where crypto is at right now? This is where crypto's at right now. Here's Apple Computers on the right. Here's the total crypto market cap on the left. Do you see all this institutional volume that happened on Apple Computers? Here's the internet bubble right here. Here's 2008 right here. This is exactly what happened to crypto. Okay, here's the total crypto market cap. Here is the first crypto bubble in 2017. Here's the second crypto bubble in 2021. We're headed into another bubble, but this bubble is going to be mass adoption. It's going to be big. Just like what happened as the internet got actually adopted and the computing industry actually got adopted, and so demand continually increased over time. So prices went nuts. Price just kept getting driven higher and higher. That's exactly what's coming for crypto right now. And I probably shouldn't have showed you this chart because, you're not supposed to cast your pearls before swine. And I know a lot of you guys are smart, but there's always a few idiots that watch my channel. And so I probably shouldn't have shown you this, but this is actually what's coming for crypto. All right? Like, this is truly where we're at. See all this institutional volume right here on the total crypto market cap? That is billions and billions and billions in total in volume on the total crypto market cap. As Donald Trump would say, billions and billions and billions. That is really what happened right there. So when this thing goes nuts, like vertical, and everybody else was bearish and everybody was all expecting another bear market right when we barely break above the old all-time high, and when everybody else is skeptical and cynical and they took the blue pill, yeah, well, sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that you didn't like actually listen to the truth, but you bought into the illusions, and now, a lot of people will buy in late, or a lot of people will be forced to buy in, just like how people were forced to adopt to the internet. But the people that are in early, like us, we're all going to be richly rewarded, like beyond your wildest dreams. As long as you're not dumb and you don't like try to overtrade your portfolio and turn all your portfolio into nothing before this happens. Like, as long as you're not trying to like short the market right now or something with your whole portfolio, you're going to be good. Like, keep your money in the markets, keep your money in your spot trades. If you play with leverage, use a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of your total portfolio. Don't try to overtrade this. Just know what's coming in the big picture, position yourself, and hold through it. Hold. And once stuff gets overvalued, like overvalued where we're parabolic again, then you can start to scale out. But we haven't even, in the total crypto market cap, we haven't even broke the old all-time high yet. So don't tell me about overvalued people. When the market turns bearish, price action will show that. It's pretty nuts how many people are bearish while the markets are in a blue sky breakout. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you said it, man. Oh, Zone for Life, thanks for the live. We appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you too. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Russell 2K is going for a breakout too. Yeah, it really is. Trend is your friend. Take heed, peeps. Thank you. Yeah, seriously, people. You can get rich buying this stuff. Just do it. Like, really. All right, so let's see here. T-Fuel. We've got requests to do TA on T-Fuel and T-Drop. So T-Fuel is in a big V-shaped recovery here. You can see a V-shaped recovery on T-Fuel. And actually, I wonder if there's a place with more chart data. I bet there is. I bet Binance has more. Yep, there we go. So you can see we have a double bottom pattern here, our left bottom, our right bottom. And if we break above the resistance of this bottom, then we do have a minimum target for the double bottom pattern, which would take us up like this. We'd start to shoot up here and start to take off here on T-Fuel on the daily. Now, as you guys know, I'm a big believer in theta. And so T-Fuel is definitely one I think it's going to follow theta. Who knows which one will do better percentage gain? Like whether it's T-Fuel or theta. That's kind of a harder thing to say exactly which one will. But it's going to follow theta. And again, market cycles, only people that don't know what they're doing sell down here. You're supposed to sell up here, people, not down here. Down here is where you buy. Why? Because that's the point of maximum financial opportunity. That's the lowest risk and the highest reward, is to buy the dip, especially in the big picture. So, I definitely think we will bottom out here with T-Fuel. I'm bullish on theta. I'm actually really bullish on theta. I think theta is heavily, heavily undervalued. I mean, look at all that. You want to talk about volume? Look at that consistent volume all through this. And we're at the bottom of that market cycle. This was probably the lowest point of the whole cycle. That would coincide with this right here. That would coincide with this right here. Right here on the market cycle chart, that final sell-off, that's probably right here for theta. So I think we're going to get a reversal here and start to break out above our local resistance and see more upside with theta. And T fuel is not going to be left behind. It's been following it the whole time. So, yeah. If possible, look at quant. What's up, bro? Have you done BCH yet? Let's check out quant first. All right. We need to do quant on a different chart. Let's do. There's a spot where I have all the data for it. I don't remember where. There's one of the places where you can see going way back here. Man. Here, I'll just show you this way. If you guys don't know, there's this place called charts.cointrader.pro. I only use it sometimes because most of the time I'm using TradingView. But this place is super, super helpful. So if you just type in QNT, you can find the chart for it. Now, the only thing that you have to do here is you have to understand that the reason I don't do this is because they don't have good, they only update every 5 minutes because it pulls their data from CoinMarketCap. But the reason I use this is because you can get more historical data, right? A lot of time you don't see the whole chart when you're using TradingView because it's pulling from specific exchanges, where charts.cointrader.pro is completely free. If you want to know, this is almost like a free version of TradingView Pro in a way, because you do have like 3-day candlesticks and stuff you can't get on TradingView normally, and you don't have to worry about ads or anything like that. But the reason I use it, because I do have TradingView Pro, the reason I use it is just because you get more historical data. It pulls from CoinMarketCap, so it pulls from all the exchanges, you get more historical data. But quant, if you want to talk about internet bubble, like, check this out, you guys. This is so cool. This is literally one of the coolest things you're probably going to learn today. You know, this is just so cool. So over here on tradingview.com, I have an example of a market cycle. This is the NASDAQ, the IXIC, the NASDAQ Composite Index. Now what you can see here is we have a market cycle. We have our parabolic run up, our correction, our double bottom, and our breakout. Now, if you want to talk about being able to buy something undervalued at a perfect entry, look at quant. Look at this thing. Now tell me that there's a difference between these two charts. It's the same human psychology taking place on both charts. Quant right here and the internet bubble, or the IXIC. I call it the internet bubble because this is basically the most perfect example of the internet bubble that there is, right? Here on the NASDAQ Composite Index. But really it's just a market cycle. It's just this, right? That's all it is the Wall Street cheat sheet. That's all it is. And look at this. Quant right here is exactly like buying the IXIC in 2008. Do you see that, you guys? Only a select few people realize this. Like very, very few people. Like quant is such a perfect entry right now. It's mind-boggling how perfect it is. This is why it's hard to convince people to buy. Like, try to convince people to buy stocks in 2008, right? All the FUD, the fear, oh, banking, all this stuff, all the fear in 2008. Yeah, try to convince people to buy the dip there. Not easy to do. But look at that. That is so freaking perfect. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's just perfect. So that's a really good entry here on Quant. It's all in the charts. Yeah, I agree 100%. Why would theta break when the majority of alts don't break in the second cycle? All right. Not even going to answer your question. Go do your own research, Psycho, Panco TV, Poncho TV. All right. If you want to do your own research, you can learn how to do this. You can learn how to buy the dip. You can get good at this. I believe in you. But, you know, if you want to buy theta right now, you're going to make money doing it, but you're not going to make money if you're skeptical and cynical. All right? Go learn a little bit about these charts, man. Then you can make money. All right, let's see here. 306 was my entry. Let's go to, let's see here. Oh yeah, you wanted me to do Bitcoin Cash, didn't you? Yeah, somebody requested Bitcoin Cash. And by the way, man, like, I'm not trying to be mean to you, Poncho TV. Like, I'm bullish on theta. The reason that theta is going to break out again is because of a lot of technical reasons. Human emotion, market cycles, volume. If you learn about that stuff, you can make money in these markets. But I'm here to tell you, theta is a great buy. You don't have to believe me. You can take it or leave it. You know, do with that information as you wish. Do your own research, but theta is a good buy. So let's see here. All right, so we have right here, we have Bitcoin Cash. And by the way, I buy a lot of these coins because of accumulation cycles where they let's see if I can draw this. They go like this, they'll break down, they'll go sideways. A lot of people will give up, they'll look like this, and then boom, a big breakout will happen. So that's a pretty common accumulation cycle here for Bitcoin Cash. We also have a big kind of triangle, like a wedge structure here. So if we can break out of the resistance of this wedge, then we can expect a lot more upside coming for Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, watch for a breakout of this wedge, and then you can make a lot of money as a result of the breakout of this wedge here with Bitcoin Cash. I also have videos about this one where I go in detail about what I'm looking at, so make sure if you haven't watched those videos to go check it out. On the smaller time frames, we're on major support right now, so let's show you what that looks like too. Where is it? There we go. You can see we're on a major support level on the smaller time frame, like the daily. You can see all the support down here, so that's a good area for picking up Bitcoin Cash. Also, we have a falling wedge right here, like this. You have a big wedge, so that's a bullish pattern as well. So let's see here. It's challenging fear is palpable. I've been subject to it many times, but finally learned to be optimistic on the future and understanding the exponential technology growth is approaching the knee. Okay, this is something I haven't talked about in the stream for a long time. Really because I've been kind of waiting for people to ask the right question or make the right statement. And Justin here did exactly that. So thank you for that, Justin. You actually brought something up I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. So this is what happens. This is called an S-curve. An S-curve is when technology, the demand for something, continually increases, and so the price of something continually rises. I mean, it doesn't go forever. There's obviously bear markets at some point, but what happens is the mass adoption takes place, and when that mass adoption takes place, it drives prices like crazy. So let's see if I can find a good example. Here we go. So here's an S-curve. And what happens actually is you have an industry that's a new technology. It gets adopted, and so it goes into an S-curve where the technology really starts to become mass adopted by the people. And so all the stocks, all the companies, they just skyrocket. And then, as a result of that new technology, a new technology gets invented on top of it. And that creates a new S curve. This is why the economy in the big picture is growing and growing and growing. You think about the Industrial Revolution, how far we've come since then. It's because new technologies cause a snowball effect of new technologies. So this is what's happening. Crypto, this is happening all the time in crypto. Bitcoin created all of these altcoins. The creation of Bitcoin inspired all these new technologies to be created under it. The internet created Bitcoin. If it wasn't for the internet mass adoption, Bitcoin never would have been a thing. We wouldn't have had the technology to do it. So all of these technologies create new technologies on top of each other. Now there's always corrections, of course. The world has to have corrections, it has to have recessions and corrections, but in the big time frame, everything goes up. Why? Because new stuff gets innovated, we create new technology, that creates a snowball effect, and new technologies get created on those technologies. This is what Bitcoin and crypto is really headed into, where we're really starting to go from that early phase of the industry into an S curve where mass adoption is starting to take place, and that mass adoption leads to just growth over time. That's what an S curve is growth over time. And you can see it in the charts. We're starting to ramp up for something big. It's like we're down here early on, starting to become a mass adopted technology. And we're getting ready to go into that real mass adoption phase for crypto. And it's going to look like this. Let's see here. Image is too large. Wow. Gosh, how mean. I thought you could handle big images, TradingView. There we go. All right, so imagine crypto on this chart. Let's stretch this out a little bit. Imagine crypto is like right here. Okay? That's like where crypto is. Now we're getting ready for that mass adoption phase where the technology continually increases in price because the infrastructure is being built, the demand is increasing, and it's becoming mass adopted, and that takes time. You know, it takes time for it to be mass adopted, and it's not going to last forever, but we do have this growth phase coming in the market that could take us to who knows exactly how high before our next big bear market comes. So we're pretty early on in our adoption for crypto. We've started to get some real adoption. Institutions have already positioned themselves, but that retail phase, like what happened on the internet stocks after the internet bubble popped and they went into mass adoption, that's really only getting started for crypto. So we've got big things coming for crypto. We're pretty early on, you guys. We've got a big pump coming in the markets. You know, nobody knows exactly how high. There's ways you can measure that. There's Fibonacci extension tools, right? You can measure from cycle 0, wave 0 to wave 1 to wave 2, and then you can start to target some of these higher Fibonacci extensions as targets, but nobody knows for sure exactly where it's going to top. You know, that's crazy to think that. You can get general ideas of time frames, general idea of targets, but nobody knows when or where. But you can know that it's undervalued now, and scaling out into the pump is going to make you rich. You can know that with a high degree of certainty. So, all right. Hey, Dallin, can you please look at Hoa? What is that? Hoa? Let's see. Oh man, what is this? Let's see, maybe I can look. Hoa. under osmosis DEX. Okay, there we go. I don't see any volume here at all because it's on a decentralized exchange, it looks like. Whoo, this thing, wow, this has really had a big crash, didn't it? So the first thing I'd look at is an ABC correction here. I definitely wouldn't sell down here. Like if I owned this, I would not sell it down here. I do see a big ABC correction. So this, we're on major support. We had a big ABC correction. This could be a good area to buy some of this coin. I don't know anything about it. It looks like maybe it could be a meme coin, but this would be a good area to buy down here after a big ABC correction like this. So yeah, that would be my view on Hua. So, okay, cool. Yeah, thank you guys. We're an hour and 10 minutes in, so I better go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. We're going to make a lot of money. I believe in you, even though sometimes I may sound like I chastise you. It's just because I want you guys to succeed. And yeah, I know that hearing the truth is going to be the best way for you to do that. And getting rid of some of those illusions that a lot of people buy into, help you guys take the red pill so you guys can make money in these markets. Because if you guys make more money, I'm happy. If I make more money, I'm really happy. And if you guys make more money, I'm really happy too. So joy and happiness, that's what we all want, right, in life. And yeah, if you guys make more money, I make more money too, period. Like it's good for everyone. So thank you for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on future live streams. No video or anything tomorrow. Going to be up on the mountain. But yeah, I'll see you guys in future streams. And as always, stay profitable out there.